Jai Shri Ram. Text completion. We are working continuously, non-stop. Okay. Unfounded, baseless, alert, tenuous. Tenuous argument means one that is very weak. Very weak. That means it doesn't have sufficient evidence or the logic is very bad. Weak argument. Tenuous material is very light and gossamer, diaphanous, translucent, flimsy, very light and like a cobweb, like some types of silk. సో టెన్యూస్ మీన్స్ వెరీ లైట్ అండ్ ఫ్లిమ్జీ, ఇన్సబ్స్టాన్షియల్, బరువు ఉండదు, చాలా లైట్గా ఉఫ్ అని ఊస్తే ఎగిరిపోయేటట్టు. ఆ టెన్యూస్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ అంటే దమ్ము లేదు, ఎవిడెన్స్ లేదు, తర్కము దరిద్రంగా ఉంది. ఈజీగా యూ క్యాన్ డిఫీట్ దెమ్ ఇన్ అన్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్. సో టెన్యూస్ ఈజ్ అ వెరీ interesting word. Logical. Peremptory. Peremptory means dominating, authoritative. It can be used both positively and negatively. Parent or hey, that is dominating. We did not discover that his apprehension, fear. We did not discover that his apprehension concerning our hypothesis was dash until well afterward. Following a series of rigorous trials and revisions. Rigorous means very severe, very strict. At which point our experiment proved an unqualified success. Unqualified, that means unconditional. That means a superb success. So, please pause and work. Apprehension concerning our hypothesis was unfounded or tenuous? What will we say? Yeah, I think we should go for tenuous and not unfounded. Because we didn't, there's nothing in the sentence to support that we rejected it completely or we had deep suspicions about him. No. So we entertained his apprehension. But later found out, no, it doesn't. So we did not discover that his apprehension concerning our hypothesis was tenuous until well afterward. So his apprehension was tenuous. And that means very slight or the evidence was not very insubstantial. So the apprehension was very tenuous. It cannot be called totally unfounded. Okay, let's move ahead. Next one, rakish. Rakish means stylish but very unconventional. Dulcet is very sweet voice. Compassionate is sympathy. Raffish and rakish are synonyms. Raffish also means the same thing, like a rowdy but very stylish and unconventional. So actually rake, R-A-K-E, rake means a man of very loose character, a flirt, a philanderer, a dissolute kind of person. D-I-S-S-O-L-U-T-E. Dissolute means no restraint, no moral restraint, marked by indulgence in drinking and promiscuous sex, all kinds of dissolute lifestyle. Dissolute lifestyle, drinking too much and too many affairs and flirting around, promiscuous sex, very dissolute and degrading, aspects of human nature you will find in rich people and very poor people. The middle class are usually those that have a strong moral restraint. So the upper class and the lower class, they lead dissolute lives, dissolute lifestyle, dissolute lives. That means marked by overindulgence, drinking, promiscuous sex and all that. So rake means that kind of a person, very dissolute life, a person who is very dissolute. Rakish, like I already said, it means very carelessly unconventional, rakish clothes, very dashing, attractive, smart and stylish, but very unconventional. And rakish can also mean a rakish speedboat, can mean something that is a streamlined appearance and suggestive of speed and all that. So these are words which are a little complex. And raffish. Raffish is very flashy vulgarity. Flashy vulgarity, raffish. Again, it means rakish. So raffish is flashy vulgarity, very crude, flashy vulgarity, and carelessly unconventional, stylish but very unconventional, rakish. Okay, so you have a serious problem here. Or rakish and raffish can be kicked out immediately. You can't have two answers. Only superficially obnoxious. Obnoxious means hateful, disgusting, reprehensible, despicable, detestable, abominable, jugupsa puttinchedi, disgusting, Obnoxious behavior. I find many students sitting in classrooms, picking their noses and indulging scatological behavior, cleaning their eyes. Arey, you should do all this in your bathroom, not in the classroom. It's so disgusting. People cleaning their ears, picking their noses, eh? Obnoxious behavior, really disgusting behavior. So that's the meaning of obnoxious. Only superficially obnoxious, his dash manner endeared him. Acha, only superficially he is disgusting. But otherwise his manner is endearing. That means people like him. They are falling in love with his behavior, sort of. To those who relished, relish means savor, enjoy. The mordant wit. Mordant means extremely sarcastic. Mordacious, Mordacious. So extremely vitriolic, sarcastic, ascetic, acidic. So bohemian means unconventional. Bohemian means like a hippie. Okay, anyway, mordant wit is sufficient clue. The answer is sardonic. Sardonic means very caustic, mordant, extremely sarcastic, cutting, a very sardonic wit. Okay, very sarcastic, very sharp, vitriolic wit, very satirical. Okay, next one. Extrapolate, project, trend projection. If the last 10 years the sales is like this, you can predict the next year also it will be 10% growth. That is called extrapolation. To infer based on existing conditions or whatever. So infer or project, trend projection. Obscure has three meanings: hidden, difficult to understand, unknown. Sound means sensible, invalid is not valid, archaic means outdated, very ancient. Information on behavioral deficits in rats is also dashed to humans, but there is an enormous step or gap, okay, between the psychology of the two species. So we must be careful about declaring such data dash. Please pause. Okay, we will go for extrapolated. Information on behavioral deficits in rats is also extrapolated to humans. That means, inferences are drawn that humans also show similar kind of behavioral deficits. But since there is an enormous gap, instead of the word step, I would say gap, we must be careful about declaring such data sound. Such data cannot be called sound because what applies to rats may not apply to humans. Okay, the next one. Anatomy. Now we all know what is anatomy is the structural makeup. Anatomy is the structural makeup of an organism or any of its parts. The anatomy of birds, human anatomy, isn't it? Structural makeup. Unfortunately, anatomy simply means the human body also. So the human body. These days, girls, especially influenced by Western American fashions, trendoids, trendoid. Trendoid means a fashion victim. Weird kind of dresses, torn jeans, torn at the wrong places, and all kinds of, showing all, wearing outfits that show off various parts of their anatomy. Showing off the various parts of the anatomy in the street is going to invite a lot of trouble. But anyway, they say that they are very free and liberal. So it's their problem anyway, not mine. So anatomy means the human body also, the structural makeup. Scaffolding would mean the structural support. Scaffolding is a scaffold means a supporting framework. A scaffold is a supporting framework. In fact, a scaffold is a movable platform. We call it govalu. When building కడుతున్నప్పుడు గోవాలు కడతారు. So for bricklayers and painters or masons and all that, they stand or sit on the movable platform, temporary movable platform, when they are working at a height above the ground. So that is called a scaffold, a temporary movable platform. In fact, scaffolding in olden days or even now in certain parts of the world, Islamic nations, you will find there is a platform on which a criminal is executed. Beheading, hanging, that's called a scaffold, a platform for executing criminals. So supporting framework. So scaffolding in the noun form would mean a system of scaffolds, a support system, support structure, instructional scaffolding. So instructional scaffolding means assistance, which I am giving on YouTube. So many, nearly 2000 videos I have posted. This is all the instructional scaffolding for a GRE aspirant. I am providing the scaffolding. With a few contact classes, you should on your own, by following my videos, ace the GRE. I am providing the scaffolding. Now scaffolding means assistance. I am providing the assistance. So instructional scaffolding. So instructional assistance. So a support system or a support structure. Kernel means the seed, ginja. Bonhomie means camaraderie, CAMARADERIE. Friendliness, good natured friendliness, and spirits, friendly spirit, and lot of bantering and badinage, which is found among good friends. Team spirit and all that. Malice is ill will, wishing harm, rancor, wishing harm, malice, ill will. Irascibility, hot tempered, likely to get angry very fast. Money may be the husk. Husk is the pottu, outer layer of many things, but not the dash. For means because. It buys you food but not appetite, and acquaintances but not dash. Easy one, please pause. The answer is kernel, not the kernel. And the second blank is bonhomie. Bonhomie. Check the meaning if you want. I already told you. Camaraderie. Very good natured, friendly atmosphere, team spirit, very good natured friendship. Bonhomie. Jai Shri Ram.